Hi, Rob Grimes with the IFBTA Digital here at the CES show. One of the fun things about coming to CES is actually taking a look at consumer technologies and figuring out how they may be applied to the food service and hospitality industry. But even better than that is when you come upon something that hasn't been released yet. So I'm sitting here with Marion from GIROPTIC, and you're the Senior Vice President of New Strategy, or of Strategy.
Yeah, strategy.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to have a conversation about strategy. And should we do it in French? Are we doing it in English? What are we doing?
We can do it in English. I use my beautiful English, yes.
Because je parle français un petit peu.
I speak English a little bit too.
But that's all I speak in French.
That was very good French, though.
We have to do this, okay.
Merci beaucoup.
So very good. So let's take a look at the device. You can see it in the background here. So you want to tell us what this is?
Yeah, so it's a magical camera, 360 camera. So we have 3 eyes, 3 optics, 3 microphones, capturing instantly everything up, down, and all around you. We also
do it simultaneously?
Yes, that's the beauty of the technology we have inside. So we have a real stitching algorithm inside the camera. That means you just work like any regular camera. What you get out is a full spherical field of view, unwrapped, like rectangular, just like a world map, on the wall. Right. And that we can broadcast it to any type of device, like YouTube 360, Facebook also 360. Right. You can play back on the computer, of course, like dragging your mouse around. Mobile device to actually look around you, and even in virtual reality headset to actually feel like you're there.
Right. Now I know that you guys are thinking about the consumer side of this, and you're coming out commercially when?
So this year,
right
now, yes. Okay. This is actually a production unit.
Right. So and everything at your booth is really more for the consumer. They're showing having fun with it and things like that. But if we talk about our industries, we talk about safety and security. And if we take a look at the photo behind me, this is something that can be powered and plugged into a light bulb.
Yes, exactly.
Socket.
So the thing is, we actually come from the B2B market. We started as a B2B company 8 years ago, working on 360 and developing professional solution in 360 for professional markets. But with this camera, it's a consumer product, of course, but then we had this background in mind. And so we tried to find actually much more application than just the regular action camera series usage. So what you can actually do is remove the back of the camera like this. And that's the regular back of the camera. So inside you just have the battery, the micro USB.
Okay, so it's got a battery. So if you were running on battery and you wanted to change it, you could have some other batteries and just change it up.
You can swap it, yes, exactly.
And it'll tell you when the battery's low.
Exactly. But what you can also do is just like replace that by something else. So we made another accessory, which is this one. So the light bulb adapter. So what you don't want to do is just like strap it on like this, press it down, and now you have a light bulb camera.
Do you have an adapter to go just in a regular electric socket?
Yes. So we have both. The one you can slide and the one you can screw. Yeah.
Okay. So the application, so if you're running how many cameras do we have in there?
3 optics.
3, okay. If we're running 3 simultaneously, is there an application to actually show live streaming of 3 all at once on a screen?
No, what you actually get is a full field of view, spherical. That means if you're like on a computer, you can drag your mouse around to look around, like you will do on Google Street View, for instance. If you're on a smartphone, you can just like use your finger to actually swipe.
And you can just go ahead and move it by
exactly.
simply going, but you really get a 360 view, right?
And you can choose the angle. So that means you can actually have an overview with everything on it. You can just like have more view to see everything.
Right.
What you can also do is actually have several monitors looking at the same footage, but in different directions.
And are you providing the application to record?
Yeah, so we do provide applications, but actually the way we develop the camera made the footage usable by anything.
Use any application.
Yes.
So immediately what comes to mind is I think of surveillance.
Yes, of course.
I think of safety and security. Now, I was originally thinking about, okay, you have a spare light socket or you put in a dual light socket or something on the ceiling. Instantly, if you have a mobile truck, if you have pop-up restaurants, whatever it is. But now as I'm starting to think about it, we're sitting here in Las Vegas, the casinos, and you look up and you see those camera things everywhere.
Yes.
And the cost, if they would just install this, they'd get the same, you can zoom in and zoom out?
Yeah, so it all depends on the resolution, of course, but what you can do is, it's
right, so it's not going to have the mechanical zooming, but it's going to go ahead and have the...
digital zoom.
Okay, the digital zoom, right. So it is the resolution that's there. Yeah. But in reality, you can go ahead and inexpensively set up a whole series of surveillance to cover 360 in a restaurant, the back corners, hallways down a hotel, the casinos.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, if you look at security cameras today, they always have this, this globe around it, so you actually can't tell where the camera is pointing.
In this case, you don't need to be able to tell.
Exactly, because you're going to get the
camera doesn't move.
The full spectral
doesn't
field of
move.
view. So there is no way you can escape the field of view of the camera.
Right, and then if you were to hold a town hall meeting, right?
Yeah.
You take this, sit it down on the table right in front of you. You can record everything that's going on around you, right?
Yes, exactly. So you can actually, if you stop in, for instance, an Oculus Rift, you can actually sit on a chair and feel like you're there. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm just starting to think about all the different ways that you could possibly be filming things and doing things, using this application.
Like there are plenty, and even like some that we didn't expect. For instance, some surgeon actually already used the cameras, placing the camera on their foreheads to be able to record the full surgery. Not with the label base, but with the battery one. And it actually now allows young surgeons to actually relieve the surgery as if they were there, or just like have live
because they're watching it live.
Yes, exactly.
But you could do that anyway. You could create any theater if you want to watch something going on live.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if you think about it, I was taking a look at the pavilion next door to here, and we were looking at the augmented reality and the glasses, right? In reality, you could just take this device, sit it down on the table in front of you and start a training class on how to cook a meal or how to do something like that, right?
Absolutely.
Because it just sits flat and you just take it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually watch everything around you happening, and you get a sense of you're there. Yes.
Now, does this have a digital? I mean, it looks on there like it has a digital readout somewhere here.
Yes, absolutely. So when you strap on, like, of course, I don't have a light socket with me. It's once you actually plug the power inside with the battery base, like this. There you go. The screens actually merge in the rubber. So if I turn it on like this, then you get a screen.
Right, but it also is sending messages.
Yeah, so what you can also do is
360.
We're not laying.
Yeah.
You can also remote control the camera.
Uh-huh.
That means you can just like switch modes from the distance, watch live what's happening on your camera, or even like share directly the content.
So it can tell you that it's running live.
Yes.
Right, and so people know they're being taped.
Well, you can hide it.
Yeah, no, I understand
of course,
that.
Yes.
Well, that's very cool. So it's going to come out when this year?
So this is a production unit. So we've been working like all this year to actually bring this.
Are we recording ourselves right now?
No, but if you actually short press this one, there you go.
And now we're recording. So we're going to record ourselves and record ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. Where's that going to go?
It depends. What do you want me to share it?
Yeah. Well, we'll share it for you. So when's it going to be available?
So camera is actually coming this month for our super early birds. So the one that backed us on Kickstarter a few ago. And we're just like, we'll be shipping out cameras.
And where would somebody buy it? They buy it online?
Yes, on 360.tv you can still pre-order the cameras and they'll be shipped like in a couple of months.
And then you're going to go into stores at some point?
On the what, sorry?
You'll go into stores?
On the stores?
In the retail
stores,
stores,
yes, yeah. So we're discussing right now with like major partners to bring the camera to stores, yes.
Right, but yeah, I mean, you really can take it anywhere. It's a great idea, and hopefully we're giving you some ideas. You're giving us some ideas.
Would love to. Thanks a lot.
Well, listen, Marion, we really appreciate it, and it's a great product. We're going to look to see how this works out and recommend it to our friends.
Thanks a lot.
I think it does have some great commercial uses as well for it.
Yes, I believe so too. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks again.
Appreciate your time. Rob Grimes for IFBTA Digital, and here at CES, looking at cameras.